Welcome back to the Taom Pool Shootout series live in Whitefield, Manchester this afternoon, with one final place in the quarterfinals up for grabs. So let's find out who that is going to be. Introducing first of all a real class act of a player looking increasingly at home on the TV stage. A warm welcome to money-making Craig Lakin. And standing in Craig's way is a player who calls himself the Butcher. Would you welcome into the arena?
So the final, last 16 match of this Taom Shootout, and it's going to be Rob Ward that is going to get us underway. I think he must have missed the email with the dress code. I think it's sort of wear what you want these days, isn't it? Really, in this shootout, it's in all sorts. Socks, no socks, just socks. Don't spill your drink, Rob. Careful. 50 years old, Rob Ward, and he's regular here at Savannas. This is his local club. He's going to be an underdog here against Craig Lakin. Craig Lakin is not at the best of times in the Taom Shootout, considering his anyone that knows their pool, bags and bags of ability. Craig Lakin, a very quick player naturally as well. Really, really good to watch. So this format really should suit Craig Lakin, but it's about time I think he had a run in one of these. It's too good not to.
Yeah, I said he's looking at home on the TV stage, and he is. He looks like he belongs here, but the results, as you say, Dan, surely will start to pick up.
See there, that was a really clever shot from Craig. The billiard flicked off the side of the yellow, but knew he had to hit it at pace, otherwise the yellow wouldn't come back out. Played it perfectly.
He's not messing about here. 90 seconds in. Just wants to hold the middle of the table, does so.
Yeah, it just makes the game look so easy when he's in full flow. Got a familiar habit of just rolling the ball against that top cushion, trying to get rid of any chalk marks. It's a weird habit he's got. Another dry break. Seen a lot of these today. A messy table. We'll probably see Rob elect to go reds, but not an easy finish. Another one that wears a glove.
He's barely had the glove on that table, and he's 1-0 down.
For the jeans and trainers, look. Smart casual.
Dress down day for Rob.
Dress down Saturday. Very good shot. Let's open the frame up. Is a little bit hampered cueing. Would have loved to have been just a little bit further to the right with the cue ball, but it's developing a. Yeah, he just doesn't like it. It's not.
No, he wasn't comfortable playing that.
No, he played the cannon as well as he could. I suppose it was always going to be a bit of a problem. The white was likely to stick to that area, but still a better chance than he had at the start of the frame.
I controlled that very well, using the cannon. Early signs are this could be quite a match.
Yeah, it's this next shot is a key to the frame. Needs to get up table. I think the red does go into this bottom left-hand corner pocket. I think he needs to get the white back down towards that right middle pocket as close as he can.
Key shot.
And he's just
didn't fancy it.
He's potted it too thick into the pocket, and it's just killed the white. Needed to sort of cheek the pocket a bit more. So it's a real tough shot now, but if he gets it, probably going to be on the black. Might be maybe an in-off.
Right, such a tough pot. Just
so
go
tough.
for the pot and see what happens. Oh, the yellow's gone in.
Yellow's gone in, but
Wow.
a little bit of insurance. It's not the easiest table Craig Lakin would have ever come to, especially even with his two shots. Just going to see a containing safety here from Craig. The right thing to do.
Yeah, tied him up nicely. Nice escape, appreciated by his opponent. Won't be doing a great deal to, I say to keep him in the frame, but
Yeah, might see Craig go for this. He got an easy snooker again. He can lay. He's just got these two balls over the one directly above the white now, which is tight into the middle. It's a bit towards the side cushion. It's not an easy ball. And he's also got the one over towards the left-hand side of the table, which, if Rob can just get a hit on this red and push it into ideally the centre of the table. Yes, it's a foul shot. I would have preferred to. He was trying to snooker Craig, which would have been a good shot, obviously, but I'd have preferred to just make sure of a hit and try and promote it out towards the centre of the table. And Craig still had a couple of bad balls left, but
suddenly we're looking at 2-0 Lakin. Doesn't hang around when there's a clearance on. Two 0.
A dry break from Rob Ward, the last thing he needed. Although, how many balls have just gone over to the right hand side of the table?
Looks like the table's on a slant, doesn't it?
It does. Wow. So took his eye off the pot there, thinking about the cue ball too much there. If it was just about the pot, he would never have missed it. But one of those tables you're not too disappointed to hand over, because whether Rob elects to go reds or yellows, it's a horrible table to attack. He's looking at playing this yellow off of the red, closest to the middle pocket, which will open up that pocket for the other two yellows. Played it well.
Absolutely fired that in.
Yeah, is he looking at playing the billiard as well? It's really attacking from Rob. I like this. Deserves a bit of luck there. He's needed some. You always do when you're crashing into balls, but he had no option really, very little option. Like I said, a hot, messy table to go at, but he's giving it a go. Craig's back at the table. I think another containing safety for Mr. Lakin. Good shot. So Craig's just missed there as well, and it's a messy frame to say the least, a scrappy frame. But there's 18 minutes left in this match, and if Rob can find a way to win this frame, it's all back on. There's no, you can see Rob's a good player. He's taking the cut on. Is he taking the cut? Yeah, he's got it. Just doesn't quite seem to get the run of the ball, when he needs a bit of luck, he's not really getting it. Rob, the butcher. It's going to be tough to get on this yellow at the bottom of the table from where he is. Maybe a bit of top on the left hand side. I don't know if that's going to. Needs to avoid the black on the way back up. Very good shot. Very good shot. And Rob Ward. See a tap on the leg from Craig Lakin in appreciation. He needs to get as close to this black as possible. The closer you get, the easier it is. Huge shot.
Needs it.
Really needs this. Absolutely nailed it.
Look at the celebration. That's
And
what
he's
it
giving it
means.
some as well. I think he's got a few with him, Rob, because there was a bit of a roar there when he got there, and he really gave it a good old fist pump. Well, looked like this match was just going to sort of meander along to Lakin, 3-4-0. Everything seemed to be going against Rob, but he's pulled that one out of the bag. Really good finish. See his body language, he's just sort of perked up a bit more in his chair and looks a lot happier now.
A few technical issues there, apologies for that. But we've got a match, haven't we?
We have got a match on our hands now. That's a very good shot from Craig Lakin. A little bit unfortunate that the Reds pushed towards that side cushion, but didn't have a lot on there, and it's a really good cut into that middle pocket. Key to the frame is clearly going to be this red over on the right hand side cushion. He can't double it because the black's in the way. So I think we're going to see him playing it next. I think he would have liked a little bit more angle, would he? He's had to play it firm. Yeah, it's just if he'd have had a little bit more angle, that positional shot would have been a lot easier. And he could have got himself right behind it. But the problem as well is if he does miss this, the yellows are looking nice. That is a beautiful shot.
Yeah, I couldn't have judged that any better.
It's a great finish. Great finish from Craig Lakin.
15-second shot clock.
And it's a 3-1 lead. Rob Ward looked like he was going to roar back. That's how to nip that in the bud. It's a 3-1, race to 5.
Still plenty of time for Rob to get back into this match. Obviously we've got a 15-second shot clock now, which is it's probably gonna feel a bit rushed for Rob, having never played this format before. But 2 frames behind in 13 minutes. He's got plenty of time. And these yellows actually all go. Stun up into the red, perfect. No time at all. We could be looking at 3-2, and we're going to have a match on our hands here. Oh, that's a bad one. That's a bad shot from Rob. He's just under-hit that. Yeah, and that could end up costing him the frame and effectively the match. He just had to get the white back out enough there so that the yellow that he just played was his second to last yellow. Didn't want to be taking him in that order.
He wants to get this finished off, Craig Lakin. Doesn't want to be drawn into a tussle.
Yeah, he doesn't mess about, but this one of the, like I said before, the advantages that Craig Lakin's got is he kind of plays at this pace anyway. If he was 3-1 up in a normal match, he'd be clearing these up at this pace. He really does play quickly. Just underhit that a little. This is missable now, but expect him to get it, especially at 3-1 up. It's going to be a hell of an atmosphere in here later on for this evening session. Starts at 7 o'clock. Local lad Kian Monaghan. Should have heard the atmosphere earlier when he came out just for his first match. And we've got some interesting names here, haven't we, to the quarterfinals. It's not necessarily your usual suspects.
Now we've got the wild card. The Welshman Cole Bedford, Patty McCarron.
Both first timers.
Yeah. And then the other names you would probably expect. Well, Phil Craig's in there as well. Martin McIntosh, Jordan Shepherd, Mark Boyle, and probably Craig Lakin. Well, 10 minutes left. If Rob Ward is going to mount the unlikeliest of comebacks.
I think we're seeing the ugly side of this shootout where you've got 9 minutes left. A guy's 4-1 down. He's trying to force the issue. You know, he's having to play kind of rash shots just to try and nick this frame as quickly as possible to get onto the next one. And it's a messy table. And it can work one or two ways. You either effectively just hand the match over to your opponent, or I suppose, yeah, you can get yourself back into it. But it's, I think the writing's on the wall here for Rob Ward.
That's a nice shot.
If he can leave himself an angle to go up table after this. So yeah, I think that's too straight. He needed to either be high on that or low on that, and he could have attacked the top left-hand side of the table, but can't do that now.
Well, he's given that everything possible.
Might see the hit and hope here.
Might have to be. Well, it was no hope in the end. And this should be this. That should be that.
Yeah, fully expect Craig Lakin to finish these in no time at all. We'll make up our quarter-final lineup. So back at 7 PM this evening. Here on Free Sports.
So it is going to be Craig Lakin completing the draw. That's not the best shot in the world.
Or is it?
That can only be a complete lack of concentration.
Oh,
he's not the Blackin.
Wow. That, of course, in these Blackball rules, that wins you the frame. If it's your last red, and you pop the black as well.
And he's off, the Butcher.
That's frame over. The Butcher's not happy.
The Butcher's not having that cut, is he? Dear, oh dear, what a way to finish. Well, when he looks in, money-making Craig Lakin is the final name in that quarter-final line. Having seen everyone then, and we've got the 8 through. Dan Davey, who's impressed you? Who do you think we're going to see again tonight? Who's got what it takes to go the distance?
I would say the best performance overall so far was from Mark Boyle. He's the one that filled me with the most confidence. But I think you've got to say Jordan Shepherd, given his previous record in this event, is probably going to be your bookie's favourite. You'll see there are 4 Scottish people through and some younger players too, in Cian Monaghan and Cole Bedford, who did play well. They didn't just get through, they played well to get through. I'll say Cian Monaghan. It's going to be a hell of an atmosphere later on with him because he's the local lad.
Yeah, that's the lineup then for tonight. We started with 16. We have 8 left. Very impressive from Mark Boyle, Craig Lakin as well, Martin McIntosh, Jordan Shepherd, those bottom 4. Cian Monaghan, you wouldn't write it off at all. And some unexpected names perhaps in there as well. But that's the 8. They'll be whittled down to 4, then 2, and then we will find the Taom Shootout champion from event 5 here in Manchester. The quarterfinals start from 7 o'clock live here on Free Sports, and we hope you can join us then. For now, from me and from Dan, we'll see you in a bit.